In studio right now is Gina and Rachel from the Compassion Coalition. There's a new market on Court Street. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning.
So let us, if we can, move the mics around just a little bit. Gina, good morning as well. You just knocked your teeth out.
Did I actually hit you? I'm so sorry.
Oh, boy.
I came close.
All right, let's talk about how I've seen this building going up on Court Street or near Court Street. You got to be pretty close, right?
Yeah, 1110 Lincoln Ave. So this went up really fast. The inside is almost complete.
Wow.
We're hoping for early October. We're right in the home stretch, so it's exciting.
Okay, and explain what it is that you'll have in there, and on top of that, I think what's really big is what you can get right now at your market downtown right now.
Yeah. So the new store is going to have a full kitchen. So it's going to be a commercial kitchen. We're going to start doing prepared foods.
Wow.
Because we saw a huge need in the community, especially for those who, we do a lot with the elderly and also children in schools. And so if we could do prepared meals and deliver them directly to, let's say, Utica Municipal Housing when we do our pop-up grocery stores.
Wow.
But then also have those for people to grab in the store. It's going to be a full-service grocery store. We're going literally from 1,200 square feet to 12,000 square feet.
You're on the current location is Columbia?
Yes, 506
okay.
Columbia.
All right. And explain what that, I toured, and keeping in mind this is open to everyone,
yes,
no matter your income level.
Yes.
You can get great deals, especially if you wanted to buy potatoes, for instance, in bulk.
Yes.
You can get great deals.
Yeah, all the time. And we update our Facebook every single morning. So what we tell people is make sure you're checking Your Bargain Grocer on Facebook. But yes, we want to make sure that everyone knows it is available to them, because the whole purpose of the store is you're shopping with a purpose and for a purpose, because all of that money is sown back into the community. So with that said, is we work with national companies to buy overstock of products. We never know what we're going to get in. So it's literally like Christmas every single week. It's great.
And it is, and I have to tell you, when I walk through, it's not like you're getting dented cans.
No.
It's not. This is not bruised fruit.
No.
This is all quality food that would, if you guys weren't getting it, would go to waste. It would get thrown out.
Yeah. We buy stuff.
And explain why, though, because and when you say overstock, what happens is, say, some big grocery store gets a shipment in, and too much shows up.
Or they didn't order it. For example, we had a truck come about 2 weeks ago, 40,000 pounds of cantaloupe. Think about that for a minute. 40,000 pounds of cantaloupe. They opened up the back of the truck and they said, we didn't order these. We don't want them. And so we had someone call and say, hey, would you like to purchase these? Of course, bring them over.
Yeah.
And we were able to move that. Same thing happened with broccoli. But then what also happens is in America, we have the food system's very broken. So what happens is when you go to the store, you want perfect produce.
Right.
I don't know when that happened, but if you grow a garden, your stuff's not coming out perfectly.
Yeah.
Well, in America, if that stuff that's grown in fields in Florida or California or down south is not perfect, they discard it as a second, and that stays in the ground and rots. So what we said was, sell us that product.
Yeah.
So that's what we do.
So your tomatoes might have a little something you'd cut off.
No, not even that. It's just not, let's say,
it might be dented.
Yeah.
Or it has a little,
I'm just describing the tomatoes.
Nose.
I'm describing the tomatoes I pull out of my garden. I'm always like, okay, there's a little black spot there, so I cut that off. Yeah. But you're not even saying that. Maybe it's not the right
small,
shape.
Yes, or it's one. They call them like a 3 count or a 2 count. So maybe it's a 2 count where the store wanted a 3 count.
Cool. And you're also the stuff is selling at a ridiculously low price.
Yes, because we want everyone to be able to afford to eat healthy. There's zero reason that anyone should say that they can't afford, let alone to eat, but to eat healthy. There's no reason that anyone in Utica can't come in and shop and feed their kids wholesome products.
And by doing prepared foods, you might be able to, someone could go there and pick up a chicken dinner or something like that for their family. So that's a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there is I know you're on the other side of the arterial, but once you get over into West Utica, there's no grocery store.
Exactly. It's a food desert.
Yeah.
So that was our whole main reason of staying there. A lot of people asked, why are you putting the store there? Why didn't you move it, somewhere closer to downtown? Or why didn't you go to New Hartford? No, the whole purpose is we wanted to be in that location.
And ultimately, it was brought up earlier, you guys were a part of that footprint that was for the hospital. But you've been able to resolve without court and all of that stuff. So that's a big plus.
Yes.
Because ultimately, the last thing you would need is to be caught up in that court deal and all that. But you guys have come to an agreement, which is a positive thing. Anything else you wanna add? Where does so you make money on the groceries?
Yes.
Where does it go?
So we do a whole variety of things. You came and toured it, and we're actually going to start doing community tours again this fall because we started the very first Teacher Resource Center in Central New York. We are relaunching that again this month. So the money goes to that. We just bought 10,000 boxes of Crayola crayons to give out this year to schools that are going to come and shop. We also do an annual mattress giveaway. We serve over 150 nonprofit agencies, so we're giving back more than $20 million a year to our communities in various ways.
Pretty big. Congratulations. Anything you want to add, Gina?
Nope, I think we covered it all.
I do have to say that I spoke to your husband yesterday, Joe Habaika, the attorney. We give all your money away. I'm sorry for that.
You get permission on that?
But I was going through some text messages from May. I was just going through and getting rid of text messages, and I saw the text message in May where on election night, school board election night, I had sent a message out to Joe that said, listen, because I did his advertising, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you lost. I feel really bad for you. And Joe's like, listen, you did everything you could. It was this whole thing. And then, of course, the next day we find out none of that is true. And he's actually Truman and somebody else is Dewey. So it was kind of an interesting little old text message, a blast from the not so far past. So anyway, that's all I had to say. Okay, nice job, guys.
Thank you.
This will be open, you're thinking October.
Yeah.
Cool.
We're going to have a big grand opening.
Come visit us before then.
Yeah, go right down on Columbia Street and tour this the facility.
Yeah, for sure.
What you've done without a brand new facility is pretty darn impressive. So
thank you.
And we're self-sustaining. I think that's huge.
That is big. And school supplies, we're at that time of year. Furniture, you have a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. So, all right, nice job.